Hi everyone, and welcome back to Battlebots Annihilation. Today we have a bunch of jam-packed fight cards that are destined to bring glory. For Heat A, Bombshell versus Two Bird, Two Furious look to square off. We have a rematch from the 2019 season of Battlebots with Nelly versus Shell Shock. Two ferocious vertical spinners, Death Roll versus Deep Six, look to square off. And two bots that did really good in the 2020 season, Scorpios and Ribot, look to keep their Annihilation season undefeated. But that's not going to be the main talk of this fight card. Of course, it's Bronco versus Hydra, the rematch of 2019, where Hydra ultimately flipped Bronco out of the box. Can Bronco redeem itself? That's not all we have, as we have Heat B, which is going to be also very great. We have two ferocious Hammerbots with Ragnarok and Hello There. Two ferocious spinners with Warhawk and Texas Twister. We have two bots that have great driving skills with Witch Doctor versus Snappy. Two international teams, Quantum versus YO. And of course the two Battlebots that are destined to bring glory, Gear Down for What and Rust in Pieces. That should be a very chaotic matchup. Thirdly, our third fight card, we have Huge versus Kronos. Lucky looks to flip Sir Lancefrog out. Let's see if they can pull that off. Catalyst versus Annie, Are You Okay? Crossblow looks to redeem itself after its loss against Icewave. But in the Heat C main event, we have a 2018 rematch with Bite Force versus Endgame. In that fight, Bite Force was able to knock out Endgame. Can Bite Force pull it off again, or can Endgame get their revenge in now that they're the 2020 BattleBots champ? Fourthly, our Heat D matchups, Kingpin and Drizzle, that should be a fun one. Odyssey versus Mammoth, which should be very chaotic. Foxtrot versus Bourbon 2, and Breakerbox versus Thunderchild, two control bots. But for our main event, we have Hypershock and Daedalus looking to square off and see who has the most destructive spinner. For our Heat E fight card, Kraken and Electric Ray look to redeem themselves after losing their last fight. Sawblaze and Wide Boy look to square off. Gruff is looking to cook some shark tonight. And Hold My Beer versus Valkyrie. But for our main event, we have Whiplash versus Bite-Sized Trauma. For Heat F, we have two bots looking to redeem themselves, as Falcon looks to redeem itself after its embarrassing loss to Polly, and Holy Diver wants to come back after a controversial loss to K2. We have a 2018 rematch with Minotaur and Monsoon. K2 and Rev4 look to fight each other. And Railgun Max looks to see if it can take on the Flipperbird Polly. But for our main event, we have debatably the most durable bot versus debatably the most destructive bot with Duck versus Sosig. For Heat G, we have a lot of elite bots looking to up their place in the rankings. First off, Gigabyte versus Rotator. And then we have two of the multi-bot teams with Gemini and Weewoo. Gemini taking on Splody Boy and Weewoo taking on Jester. Fourthly, our Black Dragon looks to see if it can take out Daisy Cutter. But for our main event, Tombstone, possibly the most destructive bot in the field, looks to wipe out the Apprentice. And last but not least, our Heat H fight card, which consists of Uppercut versus Copperhead, to the top 4 seeds of the 2020 season of Battlebots. Axe Backwards versus Jasper. Battlesaw looking hot after its impressive win over Copperhead, looks to keep its streak going as it's fighting unconscious. Cobalt and Lockjaw are both undefeated, but one of them won't be after they fight. And finally, Yeti and P1 look to see which bot can tear the other apart first. These seem like a lot of great matchups, so let's get into it. But first, let's start the night out with our Heat A fight card. And our first fight is Bombshell versus Tuberg Too Furious. Let the bot battle begin. Bombshell coming out with a box rush, but flips itself. Tuberg looking to take advantage of that. Nice hit by Tuberg. Bombshell looking to get that good shot on Tuberg. No, that was a good one. And another. Bombshell inching slowly towards him. Good shot. But now Bombshell is smoking, and it looks like it's lost a wheel. Well, that will hamper Bombshell's driving significantly. Can it get a good enough hit on Tuberg? Well, it's throwing him all over the place. But Bombshell has flipped itself. Nice hit by Tuberg, though. Is Bombshell moving? It looks like it's stuck on its side. It's usually invertible, but without that back wheel, it can't hit the ground and move itself. This is going to be a knockout for Tuberg. And Tuberg wins with 3 points. Alright, now let's get to Nelly versus Shellshock. Nelly coming in with its lance this time. Interesting strategy. Nelly trying to open fire on Shellshock. Those are some good swings, but Nelly's not getting any hits in. It's just that lance keeping Shellshock at bay. Oh, now Nelly's hammering Shellshock in. These are some great jabs by Nelly. Nelly's eyeing at Shellshock, trying and push it out of the arena, maybe. Oh, Shellshock just launched itself on its head. Not sure why. But now Nelly's free to swing away like it is right now. Nice shots by Nelly. Nelly doing some major damage to Shellshock here. Shellshock with a decent hit, but Nelly is controlling this fight. Shellshock on its head again. Can Nelly take advantage? Shellshock's spinner is basically out of control. It can't do anything. Those are some decent shots by Nelly. Nelly has just been in full control this entire fight. And did Nelly just hit Shellshock out of the arena? Can Shellshock use its chaotic spinner to get out of there? I don't think it can. And Shellshock is going to get counted out. Nelly is going to win by Uda. Next up, Deep Six and Death Roll. Let's see who wins this fight. Both bots getting up to top speed. Nice shot by Deep Six there. Death Roll on its back right now. Ooh, and another big hit by Deep Six. And another. Ooh, and another. Death Roll is struggling here. A big shot by Deep Six. And another. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This could be a massive upset. Can Death Roll get out of there? I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna get counted out. Can Death Roll push its way out of it? It almost got one there. But nope, it's gonna get counted out, and Deep Six is gonna win by Uda. Apologies for Rebot versus Scorpios. There was a bit of editing issue there, so you can still watch the fight, but like it's gonna be the screen for this one is a bit smaller, so I apologize for that. But anyway, let's watch these two bots duke it out. Both bots readying themselves. Rebot with a good hit there. Scorpios trying to land some good hammer shots. There's a good one. Now Rebot is trying to come after Scorpios. Nice shot by Scorpios there. And another. These are some good hits by Rebot. And Scorpios. Both bots are landing big hits. That was a good brush by Rebot. Rebot with a good hit on Scorpios. Rebot landing some big damage on Scorpios. This is a back and forth brawl right now. Rebot is doing some major damage to Scorpios, but Scorpios is not letting up with that hammer saw. It wants to take out that spinner, and there comes a piece of it. But Rebot is, once again, has Scorpios in the corner, trying to launch Scorpios out of the box, maybe? But Scorpios gets out of it. Nice hit by Scorpios, but it lost a piece of that spinner. Oh, it lost the whole chunk of the spinner, too. That's not good. Scorpios is in trouble. Well, if Rebot can take advantage of that, it's going to win this fight, but Scorpios needs to push Rebot around for basically the entire match if it wants to win this way. Scorpios hitting Rebot with whatever it has left of the saw, which is practically nothing. Scorpios with a nice ram there. Ooh, Scorpios flipped Rebot. This is a decent comeback from Scorpios. Pushing Rebot into the corner. Major control points earned by Scorpios. Can Rebot do anything? This fight is going to go to the distance, but this is going to be a very close decision. Scorpios has Rebot in the corner again. Can Rebot do anything to impress the judges? Or is Scorpios going to end it with having Rebot in the corner? I saw some smoke from one of the bots. Who is that? It looks like it's Scorpios. Scorpios is smoking. And there it is. It goes the distance. Alright, the results from the judges are in, and we have a split decision. Judge Civilian Arc scored the battle for Scorpios. Judge Porinog scored the battle for Rebot, and Judge Green Square scored the battle for Scorpios. Scorpios wins by split decision, but only receives 1 point. But now it's time to get into our main event, Bronco versus Hydra. Who will be the king of the flippers in RA2? Nice flip by Bronco there. Hydra trying to get to the side. Bronco keeping that front pointed towards Hydra. Nice flip by Bronco there. Hydra trying to get to the twangers, trying to get under them. And there you go. It got somewhat of a good hit, but it launched Bronco backwards instead of upwards for some reason. Ooh, Bronco with a good flip. Bronco dominating right now. This is much different than how the in real life fight went. Bronco with another good flip, but Hydra with a recovery and a counter. Hydra trying to get its flipper into position to flip Bronco like that. There it goes. And another. Trying to flip Bronco out of the arena. It's not doing that yet. Bronco trying to get to the sides of Hydra yet again. Both bots have done impressive, but Hydra is the one in control so far. Hydra with another good flip. And another. And another as well. Hydra just taking major control of Bronco here. Another big flip. Another big flip. Bronco needs to get back in this fight. It only has a bit more than a minute more to do so, but there's a good flip by Bronco. Almost flipped Hydra out of the box that time. And again, Hydra is in. It was drowning right there, but it's recovered now. I think this could be Bronco's comeback if it can position itself correctly. Bronco with that got flipped again. Now this is looking like Hydra's fight, but Bronco with a big flip there. Bronco trying to get under Hydra. Trying to get into position to launch him out of the arena. It almost got him there. Ooh, and a big flip there. Those are some big flips by Bronco. This has been a very back and forth fight. It's going to be interesting who we see go to the distance. Who is going to leave that lasting impression of the judges? Hydra with a big flip. And another. Bronco trying to recover, trying to finish this fight off right. But no, Hydra's the one that finishes it off right. The results from the judges are in, and we have a split decision. Civilian Arc voted for Bronco. Green Square voted for Hydra, and Porinog voted for Hydra. Now let's get into our Heat B matchups, starting with Ragnarok versus Hello There. Both bots are hammer bots. Let's see which bot can get a good hammer shot in. Hello There with a missed box rush. Ragnarok getting under Hello There. Hello There trying to get some good damage in on Ragnarok. Nice hit by Hello There. Ragnarok trying to swing its hammer into Hello There. Not getting any shots so far. Ooh. Hello There almost had a good shot there. Ooh, big hit by Hello There, and it causes Ragnarok to smoke out. Another shot to Ragnarok's hammer. These are some big points by Hello There. Ragnarok has lost a piece of something. I don't know what. Ragnarok with a good hammer shot. But now Hello There taking advantage of Ragnarok. Impressive showing from both bots so far. Hello There with a good hit. Hello There trying to get some good hammer shots in, but Ragnarok is not letting them. Hello There dealing some nasty shots to Ragnarok. Ragnarok is still smoking madly. Hello There was under Ragnarok for a second, but now isn't. 1 minute and 5 to go. Hello There needs to do something to impress the judges. It has been controlling the fight so far, but Ragnarok with a few good hammer shots there. It's starting him out a comeback. Hello there with a good shot now. Ragnarok dealing out some damage now. Ragnarok is now winning. The scorecard seems very tight right now. And ooh! Hello there just took a piece of Ragnarok's wheel off. That could have been the decider right there. Unless Ragnarok can deliver a shot like that to Hello there. That was some major damage by Hello there. And now Hello there is pushing Ragnarok all over the place, trying to take him out of the arena. Ragnarok cannot self-right, but there's not enough time for it to go to the judges for it to get counted out, so it's going to go to the judges, and I think we know who wins this one. The winner by unanimous decision is Hello there. Next we have Texas Twister versus Warhawk. Let's see who wins this one. Let the battle begin. Warhawk with a good box rush there on Texas Twister. Both bots trying to spin up to top speed. Warhawk getting some good hits in. Texas Twister flying all over the place now. Texas Twister is out of control right now. Can Warhawk take advantage? That was a good shot by Warhawk. Texas Twister takes a shot to the wall, and what the hell? Okay, we're going to have to restart the match then. Alright, let's see if these bots will not do a glitch like that. Ooh, big hit by Warhawk. Warhawk with some good shots now. Ooh. Ooh, but Texas Twister takes a piece off of Warhawk's wedge. Warhawk with a good shot there. Both bots dealing some damage. Texas Twister needing to get that good shot. It did a decent job against Witch Doctor, but it had trouble taking control of the fight, which Witch Doctor was able to do, and the exact same thing is happening to Warhawk, and Warhawk just took a piece of Texas Twister off. I think that was the tooth. Ooh, and Warhawk took a wheel off. Can it take another wheel off? Maybe, perhaps. Warhawk dealing some great damage now. Ooh, and a big shot by Warhawk. Warhawk has Texas Twister in the corner. Texas Twister almost getting OODA'd. Nice shot by both bots. Ooh, and a glitch kind of throws those two bots together, but it's not like a game-breaking glitch. But that was a crash. We're going to go to the judges, and Warhawk has won that decision. So next up, we're going to Snappy versus Witch Doctor. Let the bot battle begin. Snappy with a box rush, trying to flip Witch Doctor out of the arena. Snappy needing to self-right here. It does. Witch Doctor now needing to self-right here. Big flips by Snappy. Can Witch Doctor deal some damage? Snappy's having a hard time flipping Witch Doctor now. Ooh, and a piece of Snappy came off. I think that's part of the lifter of Snappy. As you can see, if you look closely, Snappy's lifter is not centered to the ground anymore. Ooh, now Witch Doctor has Snappy in the corner. Can it deal some big damage? It can. There goes a wheel of Snappy. Snappy is drowning right now. Big hits by Witch Doctor. Snappy needing to do something to impress the judges if it goes the distance, which with Snappy it probably will. Unless it OODAs itself, but without all four wheels, I don't think that's possible. Witch Doctor took another piece off of Snappy. I'm not sure what that was too, but that was definitely a piece of Snappy. Now Witch Doctor is figuring it out. Ooh, but some big shots by Snappy. Snappy very scared in this moment. I'm not sure why it does not have a scared face right now. And what the hell? We are gonna have to redo that fight because that was definitely game-breaking glitch. Can Snappy redeem itself, or can Witch Doctor destroy Snappy again? Snappy has Witch Doctor in its mouth right now, biting on it, snapping on it, if you will. Snappy with another good snap on Witch Doctor, pushing the 2019 runner-up around. A piece of Snappy seems to have got taken off. Ooh, Witch Doctor has Snappy flip. Can it take advantage? It cannot. Witch Doctor with some good damage now on Snappy. And it crashed. We have decided to call it and go to the judges, and Witch Doctor wins unanimously. Now we go to Quantum versus YO. And see which bot can squeak out a win. Let the bot battle begin. Quantum looking to get that bite on YO. Quantum with a missed box rush there. Quantum trying to scoop up YO. Decent shot by YO there. YO trying to get some good hits in. Ooh, YO is flipped now. Will Quantum take advantage? What's Quantum gonna do? What is Quantum gonna do? YO's gonna get counted out, but Quantum is now biting on YO. Uh-oh, I think Quantum is stuck to the floor. This is weird, but in a situation like this, we tend to call it, but since YO was technically flipped over, Quantum's going to win by immobilization, so it will get 3 points. Now we go into our main event, Gear Down for What versus Rust in Pieces. Will this fight be chaotic? Gear Down starting with a box rush on one of the Rust in Pieces. Rust in Pieces ramming Gear Down into the wall. Gear Down getting out of there. Gear Down with a good hit and ram to the wall. Gear Down almost flipped itself out of the arena, but it got out of there. Rust in Pieces with a good ram there. Gear Down for What does not want to be in a position where it cannot get back into the arena. But Gear Down will try to ram the Rust in Pieces out of the arena. As that's what it does best. It pushes the bots around all over the place. Like what it did to Warhawk. Ooh, but Rust in Pieces having Gear Down up into the corner. Nice damage by Rust in Pieces, taking control of the fight. Gear Down with a good hammer shot. But the Rust in Pieces are currently in control of this fight. And that's what this main fight really breaks down to, is control. Because the Rust in Pieces don't have a weapon. And Gear Down, while it does have a hammer, it's not the strongest hammer in the world, so it's not going to do a whole lot. Rust in Pieces having gear down into the corner. The Rust in Pieces are just much more controlled, more precise. Gear down is much more chaotic. It's like the Rust in Pieces are taking turns. You go, then I go. You go, then I go. They have gear down into the corner again. Gear down trying to ram Rust in Pieces out of the arena. But it's not doing a great job so far. Ooh, one of the Rust in Pieces got under the other one, while that one was under gear down. This is turning out to be one heck of a fight. Oh, but we crash. So that one will be called in favor of Rust in Pieces. Rust in Pieces wins by 2 points. So we crashed, and now it goes to the judges, and the winner is Rust in Pieces. So now we go on to Heat C with Huge versus Kronos. Let the battle begin. Let's see how both blades are able to hold up to each other. Kronos comes with a small shot to the wheel. Another shot to the wheel. Huge has to center itself to be directly in front of Kronos, or else it'll take some big shots. Like that. That was a pretty good shot by Kronos. Huge spinning. Waiting to get a hit on by Kronos. Kronos is still damaging Huge. Huge has to do something, or else they're not going to win this fight. Big hits by Kronos right there. Another big shot by Kronos. This has been all Kronos all the time. Oh, there's a good hit by Huge. Huge trying to get some more hits. But Kronos pops Huge up, and again. Can Huge get over Kronos to land some devastating blows? It did right there. There was a good hit by Kronos. Huge has 1 minute and 20 seconds to make a comeback here. Huge with a decent shot on Kronos, but Kronos is still ahead in points in my opinion. Kronos still dealing some damage to Huge. There's a good hit by Huge. I think a piece has gotten taken off of Kronos there. You can see a tiny little black bar right there. I think that's part of Kronos' spinner, but probably not a very big important piece. Like, say, an entire tooth, perhaps. Huge dealing some damage now. Huge seems to be racking a comeback. Oh, there goes a teeth. And part of the spinner of Kronos. Huge is making a comeback in the late goings of this fight. Can Huge make a devastating shot to end the fight, or will Kronos keep on giving... Oh! Ooh! Well, there was a glitch, but before the glitch, Huge managed to take off Kronos' teeth, and that's going to go to the judges. And the results for that are in. We have a split decision. Judge Civilian Arc scored the battle for Kronos. Judge Green Square scored the battle for Huge, and Judge Pouring Arc scored the battle for the winner, Huge. So Huge wins by split decision, and we'll get 1 point. So now let's go to Lucky versus Herlansa Frog. Let's see how these two bots handle each other. Lucky lost by judge's decision against Annie. Are you okay? Sir Lancefrog lost to Catalyst by Uda. Lucky getting some good flips in on Sir Lancefrog. And oh, is Sir Lancefrog on its side? Nope, but it hops like a frog. It is. Lucky is dealing some good flips on Sir Lancefrog right now. I don't know how Sir Lancefrog is going to handle this right now, but Frog is getting flipped all over the place. Lucky with another good flip. And another. Sir Lancefrog on its feet now, trying to get into good position to flip Lucky all over, but Lucky had dominated that entire thing for the first minute. Can Sir Lancefrog recover? Sir Lancefrog trying to position himself. Got a good flip in, and another. Lucky needing to keep its front towards Sir Lancefrog. Got to make sure it doesn't lose any important pieces. Sir Lancefrog is seeming to mount a comeback, though. I'd say the first minute was in Lucky's favor, but this one is definitely in Sir Lancefrog's favor. So as we go into this last minute, both bots are looking to dominate. Ooh, Lucky's under. That could be big for Lucky. A good flip in. Another good flip. Another good flip. And again, Lucky seeming to have the edge right now, but not by much. Sir Lancefrog is much more maneuverable, and if it can get under Lucky enough, it could win this. It gets under Lucky again. Oh, and there's a big shot. That was a... Uh-oh. Can Lucky get out of there? Lucky is stuck out of the box. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Sir Lancefrog just came back from this fight. Will Lucky get counted out here? It's not gonna get counted out. This fight is gonna go to the distance. And Sir Lancefrog is going to win this by judge's decision. So now we go into Catalyst versus Annie. Are you okay? To see who can dominate more. Annie, are you okay? Spinning up, trying to get a hit on a Catalyst. Catalyst using its backside to kind of stop Annie's spinner. We'll see if that helps them. Annie, are you okay? Kind of out of control. It's flipped over now. It can't really handle much upside down. It needs to get back on its right side. Catalyst currently trying to look for a good flip on Annie. No dice right now, though. Annie, are you okay? It's such an awkward design to flip, too. And there seems to be smoke coming from Catalyst. Annie, are you okay? Is doing significant damage to Catalyst, even though it may not seem that way. Can Catalyst get a good flip on Annie? Are you okay? There comes a piece off the top of Catalyst. Catalyst needs to do something. There's a flip by Catalyst. And another piece at the top comes off of Catalyst. Catalyst needs to do something, or else they're going to lose this fight, even if it is by judge's decision. Catalyst has lost a wheel. That is going to be big in the eyes of the judges. Catalyst trying to get under Sir Lance, trying to get under Annie. Are you okay? Can't do it, though. Catalyst is too mobile, but cannot get any grip on Annie, are you okay to, like, throw it anywhere? Because without that one wheel, Annie, are you okay can just rip Catalyst apart piece by piece. Yes, Catalyst can keep its wedge pointed at Annie, are you okay? But even if it survives this, it's definitely going to hurt the judges unless Catalyst can do something big here. Catalyst isn't moving right now. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Some movement by Catalyst. Annie, are you okay? Trying to get a good shot, but since it's upside down, it's very difficult because of how Catalyst is shaped. If it was right side up, it could just take the spinner to the wedge and deal some significant damage like it is right now. But when it's flipped over like it is, it can't do that much to Catalyst. Yeah, they can try and break the spinner, but ooh, big shot at the end there. But Annie, are you okay? Definitely wins this fight by judges' decision. Now we go into Ice Wave versus Crossblow. Let's see who wins this heck of a battle. Let the bot battle begin. Ice Wave getting up to top speed. Crossblow very afraid right now. Big shot, good shot by Ice Wave there. Crossblow needing to get a flip on. Big hits by Ice Wave. Good hit by Ice Wave. Crossblow is looking very afraid at the moment. Its eyes are definitely crying something. Oh, there's a good flip by Crossblow. Ice Wave is on its head. Crossblow can capitalize on this. Uh-oh, now Ice Wave seems to be stuck. Is it? Nope, it's going back up to speed. It's not going to get counted out unless it can't move out of, like, an area that's south. Nice hit by Crossblow. Crossblow is definitely taking advantage of Ice Wave now and can take Ice Wave wherever it wants. But that was a good counter shot by Ice Wave. But all this time, Ice Wave getting spent, flipped over. It's going to cost him control points, aggression points if it goes to the judges. Yes, Ice Wave may have damage in the bag, but without getting back on its right side, Crossblow can take Ice Wave wherever it wants. Crossblow kind of just waiting for Ice Wave to kill itself, waiting for it to run into a corner or something. But Ice Wave spinner is just so crazy that it can just move Ice Wave anywhere. Crossblow is definitely going to have to get in there and just dominate Ice Wave. Yeah, Crossblow is winning, but without going after him, it'll lose some aggression points. And now Ice Wave is back on its right side. Can Crossblow do what it did for the last 2 minutes as we go into the 1 minute mark? Ooh! Big piece of Crossblow's flipper just came off. Oh, but that doesn't matter. Crossblow comes in with a big flip. And another. Can Crossblow flip Ice Wave on its head again? If it does, it's definitely going to win this fight. Ooh, it doesn't. It took a tooth off of Ice Wave as well. Well, that basically settles things. Crossblow is geared to win this fight no matter what happens. Crossblow is going to win it, and it's going to win it unanimously. We reached the 10-second mark. Is Crossblow going to let Ice Wave just spin out of control? Or will it still have some more fun with Ice Wave? We go to the judges, and that was a unanimous decision for Crossblow. We now go to our main event of Heat C, Bite Force versus Endgame. Which bot will take this one? Will Endgame get revenge on Bite Force, or will Bite Force prove that it's still the best battle bot? Endgame getting some good hits off of Bite Force. Bite Force getting over Endgame. Endgame got a good hit there, but took some big chunks out of the weapon. But now he's hitting Bite Force with the glasses. Some big shots by Endgame right now. Endgame dominating Bite Force. Bite Force is looking pretty scared right now, trying to avoid Endgame and its ferocious spinner and its ferocious glasses. Very stylish, very smooth. Some big damage by Endgame right now. Taking Bite Force wherever it wants it to. But now Bite Force is on its right side, throwing Endgame all over the place. And there's a control board hit by Bite Force. Bite Force gets 5 points. What a shot there. So now we move on to Heat D, which starts with Drizzle versus Kingpin. Which bot will get a win here and improve to 1-1 in the season. Drizzle with a big shot on Endgame right there. Kingpin all over the place right now. Drizzle also all over the place. Both these bots are really out of control. Big hit by Kingpin, but also it lost a piece of its spinner. Drizzle needing to get out of there. Try and get another hit on Kingpin. Drizzle spinning all over the place. Kingpin on its side. What the hell? Drizzle trying to see if it can get any good hits on Kingpin. Nope. That's a big shot by Kingpin, though. Doing some good damage on Drizzle there. Drizzle spinning up, trying to get some good hits on Kingpin. Ooh, there's a good hit by Drizzle. We reach the 1-minute 40 mark. As Kingpin has part of its blade stuck on the wall, but it gets out. Kingpin just needs to do something on the aggressive here. It did throw Drizzle just like that, but Drizzle can still win this fight no matter what. Big hit by Drizzle there. That was the shot of the match. If it was close, then it's not anymore. Drizzle is definitely dominating right now, but it's still on its side. Kingpin just doesn't know what to do. It's on its side, and it's just so confused. Trying to get itself on its back or on its right side, trying to hit Drizzle, but it ain't working out for him. Uh-oh. Now Drizzle is on its head. Both bots were in very bad situations there. Drizzle trying to get some damage on Kingpin. Kingpin still spinning up. Big hit on Drizzle there. Oh, and a big shot by Drizzle. Drizzle is making mincemeat out of Kingpin right now. Kingpin is smoking. Drizzle is definitely looking to win this fight now. As we reach the 0 mark, Drizzle wins by unanimous decision. Now we have two of the most unique designs, Odyssey and Mammoth. Odyssey is a side hinge flipper, while Mammoth is a flipper, but is made entirely out of like pipes and stuff. Let the bot battle begin. Odyssey flips Mammoth on its side. We all know Mammoth, that bot that made an upset against Huge and Copperhead. Mammoth now on its head. Well, that's the game, folks. I know you want to see more from Mammoth this fight, but Odyssey is playing with its Mammoth food right now. Come on, Odyssey, just let him die. What are you doing, Odyssey? Why are you trying to get him back up? What are you doing? Odyssey. Well, Mammoth's getting counted out now, so unless Odyssey can do something... Well, it does. Odyssey, what are you doing? Well, Mammoth's now on its right side thanks to you, Odyssey, so... I spoke too soon. What the hell, Mammoth? Is Odyssey going for another one? Big damage by Odyssey here, just flipping Mammoth all over the place. It's literally underneath Mammoth right now. Big flips by Odyssey. I don't know what Odyssey is doing, but you gotta appreciate the aggression. Ooh, a big hit by Mammoth. This is a big that was a big mistake by Odyssey to let Mammoth continue to live. Mammoth breakdancing. Odyssey just got served. Odyssey trying to do whatever it's doing to Mammoth. I think it's trying to flip him out of the box, but it's very difficult to flip him because it's side hinge flipper, so I don't know how much damage Odyssey can do or how much of a good chance it has of flipping Mammoth. Mammoth's getting counted out again. Odyssey. Oh! Odyssey's got him. That's an Uda right there. Mammoth is stuck between the wall and the inner box. If Mammoth gets counted out, Odyssey wins by Uda, and it's gonna. Odyssey wins. Wow. What a strategy. Next up, we got Foxtrot versus Bourbon 2. Both bots are looking to get another win here. Foxtrot, after winning against Foxtrot, after losing a decision to Breakerbox, I think? No. Why do I forget who Foxtrot fight? Oh, well, Foxtrot is got Bourbon stuck there. Foxtrot has been put in the corner by Bourbon. Bourbon doing some damage. That's some good damage by Bourbon. Foxtrot needs to get some flips in on Bourbon if it wants to stay alive. That's some big damage by Bourbon right there. Foxtrot with a big flip on Bourbon. Foxtrot trying to flip and maybe bite on Bourbon. Yeah, looks like that's what Foxtrot is trying to do. Ooh, it almost got him. And by almost, I mean not really. Ooh, big flip by Foxtrot there. But Foxtrot needs himself right and not get damaged by that spinner of Bourbon. Foxtrot is smoking. Bourbon doing some serious damage to Foxtrot. Craig Danby's probably pretty pissed. He probably wants Bourbon to back off right now. Foxtrot trying to get a good flip on Bourbon, but can't get the angle it needs. Oh, there's a big piece off of Foxtrot, I think. You know, that's definitely probably a piece of Foxtrot. Foxtrot trying to flip him. There's another good flip. Foxtrot kind of creating a comeback here. But will the judges see that? Will the judges take that into consideration and maybe, just maybe, give Foxtrot the victory? Or will Bourbon's 2 damage be too much for Foxtrot to handle? Ooh, big shots by Bourbon 2. Doing some major damage to the lifter of Foxtrot. Oh yeah, Foxtrot lost to Hypershock. I just remembered that. Big flip by Foxtrot. Bourbon 2 is definitely having some trouble, but now it's doing some damage. This fight's going to go to the judges. Who will it go to? It's a split decision. Judge Green Square scored the battle for Bourbon. Judge Civilian Arch scored the battle for Foxtrot. And Judge Porinog scored the battle for Bourbon 2. So Bourbon 2 gets 2 points. And now let's go to the Breaker Box versus Thunderchild. Let the bot battle begin. Both bots, control bots. Breaker Box with that wedge. Thunderchild with those forks. Can the forks get under Breaker Box, or will the wedge prevail? Right now, the forks are getting under. The wedge is not prevailing, but there's a good flip by Breaker Box. Oh, Breaker Box with a big flip there. Thunderchild, is it going to get stuck out of the arena, or can it get out of there? It's trying. Ooh, it's out. It's out, ladies and gentlemen. Thunderchild is out of there. Breaker Box is not out of it yet. Ooh, trying to get a good flip on Thunderchild. But it's very difficult. Nice job having Thunderchild ramp up a Breaker Box. That's going to be big in the eyes of the judges. Breaker Box trying to get under Thunderchild and throw him over. Big shots by Breaker Box. Thunderchild needs to get Breaker Box in the... Try and push him out of the arena like what Breaker Box did to him. Breaker Box trying to flip Thunderchild again. Can't really get that angle. Breaker Box with another missed flip. Another missed opportunity to flip Thunderchild. Thunderchild has Breaker Box on the wall, but Breaker Box flips Thunderchild again. This is definitely a back and forth fight. Breaker Box with a good flip on Thunderchild. Another good try from Breaker Box, but Thunderchild gets under this time. Nice flip by Breaker Box. And another. Ten seconds to go. Breaker Box with a good flip. Thunderchild with a good counter. Thunderchild pushes Breaker Box in the wall. Who will leave the lasting impression? It is Thunderchild. And this fight is a split decision. Judge Civilianarch has scored the battle for Breaker Box. Judge Porinaga scored the battle for Thunderchild. And Judge Greenscore scored the battle for Thunderchild. So Thunderchild wins by split decision, and that will be probably controversial. But for now, let's see who will win the Heat D main event between Hypershock and Daedalus. The battle between the horizontal and the vertical spinner, both yellow. Well, Daedalus is kind of orange, or like Hypershock's kind of neon yellow. Ooh, but there goes a wheel off of Daedalus. And another. Daedalus is just a spinner now. Hypershock doing some tremendous damage to Daedalus. And some more. Daedalus is just getting destroyed by Hypershock. Is Hypershock going to go in for one more hit? Or is he going to let Daedalus die on the red square where Hypershock started? Daedalus on the wall now. Is Hypershock going to have some more fun with Daedalus? Big hits by Hypershock. Daedalus can't do anything, and Hypershock wins by control board. Now let's get into Heat E, where we have Kraken versus Electric Ray. Let us see which bot comes out on top in this fight. Electric Ray spinning up. Kraken with its fire. Kraken trying to bite down, but there goes a piece. I think that was one of Kraken's wheels. Kraken on its side. And Kraken breakdancing. Ooh, but it lost a wheel now. Kraken trying to make a comeback here. Kraken has Electric Ray in the corner. Can it do anything with that? Electric Ray is able to get a few more chunks of Kraken off. Electric Ray almost out of the box. Uh-oh, but there goes the last wheel of Kraken. Is Electric Ray going to have some more fun with Kraken? Or, well, Kraken doesn't want to have any more fun, I guess. Well, since Kraken was immobilized anyway, we're going to give Electric Ray 3 points. Next up, we have Sawblaze versus Wide Boy. Both bots with very interesting weapons. Sawblaze a hammer saw, and Wide Boy is wide and has hammers. Sawblaze trying to get under Wide Boy. Wide Boy upside down now. Is Sawblaze going to take advantage? It does not, and that could lead to some big damage by Wide Boy. Wide Boy putting Sawblaze against the wall like that. That's not a good place to be. Sawblaze is getting hammered around by Wide Boy. Sawblaze trying to get the good angle to try and get Wide Boy to KO itself. Try and take some pieces off, but Wide Boy is not letting up. Wide Boy in major control of this fight right now. Sawblaze needs to do something to get out of this. Sawblaze with a big shot now. Some big damage by Sawblaze. Wide Boy up on the wall. Sawblaze making some comeback shots there. Oh, and there's a glitch that makes Sawblaze leave Wide Boy alone. Wide Boy back and wanting to get back on eating Sawblaze the dragon. Get some tasty, tasty dragon in Wide Boy's belly. A piece of Wide Boy's hammer seems to be taken off, but Wide Boy does not care. Ooh! And there's another glitch that separates these two, but this time it benefits Sawblaze instead of Wide Boy. Now Sawblaze ramming Wide Boy to the wall, taking chunks out of that wedge. More chunks, and the entire wedge of Wide Boy is gone. This is Sawblaze's fight now. Without that wedge, Sawblaze can take Wide Boy wherever he wants him to. Took off one piece. Oh, but we crash, and that's going to go to the judges, but the winner is going to be Sawblaze. Next up, Sharks Atrakian versus Gruff. Let's see if Shark can eat Gruff, or if Gruff is going to have some roasted shark tonight. Sharks Atrakian just flying all over the place. Gruff put in some flame, and then lifts Shark Atrakian straight up in the air like that. Ooh, now Gruff has the flame going. Trying to have some roasted shark for dinner tonight. Grab the barbecue, guys. Give me the grill. All the hot dogs, the burgers. Throw them out. We're having shark for dinner. Let's see if Gruff can roast Sharks Atrakian some more. Sharks Atrakian just spinning around, trying to act as if it's a thwack bot. Interesting strategy from Sharks Atrakian. Although it is, in fairness, doing some damage to Gruff in the process, though. Gruff trying to put some flame on Shark Satraki and trying to roast some shark. That's so hilarious. Shark Satraki is, in fairness, doing a bit of damage to Gruff, but Gruff is just not having it. Oh, Gruff just roasted the face of Shark Satrakian. Gonna light the whole thing on fire. Oh, and Gruff just goes in for a cheeky jab with a fire. Nice ramp by Gruff. Ooh, nice lift by Gruff, too. Almost flips Shark Satrakian out of the box there. Big. Ooh, nice flip by Gruff. Took a piece of Shark Satrakian off there. This is all Gruff right now. Unless Shark Satrakian can get some kind of comeback shot in, Gruff's going to win this fight. Big flips by Gruff now. Gruff going to try and flip Shark Satrakian out of the arena. It is not working, though. Shark Satrakian too big, too fast, has that big drive with 6 wheels. It's going to be very tough to get an Uda out of Shark Satrakian. But Gruff has definitely won this fight. Let's see if he can get any more roasted shark. Trying to feed the audience some roasted shark. Ooh, and there's some good flames on the Shark Satrakian. It goes to the judges, but this one is pretty cut and dry. Gruff wins by unanimous decision. Now we have Valkyrie versus Hold My Beer. Valkyrie won a decision against Sawblaze, and Hold My Beer won a decision against Shark Satrakian. So let's see which bot can win this. Valkyrie trying to get a bite on trying to hurt Hold My Beer. Hold My Beer trying to bite on Valkyrie. Valkyrie trying to take pieces off of that crusher. And Hold My Beer trying to hold Valkyrie in place. Valkyrie hits the wall. Valkyrie kind of spinning out of control, but Hold My Beer trying to take advantage of that. But it doesn't. Valkyrie getting under Hold My Beer, trying to cut the underbelly of Hold My Beer. But it does not work. Valkyrie trying to get a hit onto Hold My Beer. Try to show some major damage. There, a piece of Hold My Beer has come off, but Valkyrie is flipped over. Both bots have getting controlled. Ooh, but Hold My Beer biting on one of the sides of Valkyrie. And again, Valkyrie trying to get some distance, trying to spin up its blade. But Hold My Beer rushes Valkyrie into a wall. Oh, and now Hold My Beer's got a bite on Valkyrie. Look at this. Look at this. Now Hold My Beer can take Valkyrie wherever it wants. Keep biting down on Valkyrie. And maybe win this fight. Rammed Valkyrie right into the wall. That was a good move by Hold My Beer. Valkyrie, this is looking much closer than probably anyone anticipated. Valkyrie with some more damage. Hold My Beer trying to get another pinch in on Valkyrie, but Hold My Beer has lost some more pieces of that pincher. But I think the more pieces it loses, I think the better chance that Hold My Beer has of getting a grab onto Valkyrie. Like this. Look at this. Here we go. Hold My Beer has Valkyrie up on the wall again. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Who knew Hold My Beer could do this? Valkyrie spinning up. Ooh, and a big bite by Hold My Beer. It's got Valkyrie's weapon jammed. Keeping Valkyrie stuck on the wall like that. Can it do anything? those were some big control and damage points by Valkyrie. Is Valkyrie moving? Can Valkyrie get out of there? It can. But Hold My Beer is going to end this fight with Valkyrie in its jaws. Who is going to win this amazing fight? And it goes to the judges. We have a split decision here. Judge Civilian Arc scored the battle for Hold My Beer. Judge Porinog scored the battle for Valkyrie. And Judge Green scored the battle for Hold My Beer. So Hold My Beer wins this fight, actually. That was a crazy fight right there. That's probably one of the best fights we've done so far. But now we are in our main event, Whiplash versus Bite-Sized Trauma. Whiplash trying to get a good angle on Bite-Sized Trauma. Bite-Sized Trauma gets a good hit on Whiplash. Whiplash trying to get under, and it does. Flips Bite-Sized over, but Whiplash is flipped over also. It's kind of like Whiplash versus Endgame, because, I mean, the color scheme is there, and the design looked pretty similar to the 2018 design of Endgame. Whiplash trying to get under again, and there it does. Push Endgame into the corner. Whiplash trying to lift Bite-Sized out of the box. Can it? I'm not sure. As long as Bite-Sized can keep this in the center of the box, it should be perfectly fine to take a few lifts by Whiplash. There's a yellow piece. That's probably a piece of Whiplash's spinner, I'm guessing. Ooh, big shot by Whiplash. Bite-Sized Trauma trying to take advantage. But it can't. Whiplash is trying to maneuver around, trying to take Bite-Sized Trauma into places it doesn't want to. But Bite-Sized is all over Whiplash. Nice hits by Whiplash. Bite-Sized Trauma also trying to get under. Ooh, and a big hit by Bite-Sized Trauma. Ooh, and Bite-Sized Trauma has taken a wheel off of Whiplash. Oh my goodness. Now this fight is looking definitely closer. Whiplash has lost a fork and a wheel, but is still lifting Bite-Sized places. But a good shot by Bite-Sized there, but it does flip him over, but Bite-Sized still fights. Whiplash lifting Bite-Sized Trauma into the wall. Bite-Sized Trauma getting thrown into the corner there. Bite-Sized Trauma definitely needs a few more hits to show comeback, but is Bite-Sized Trauma moving? Oh, there it does. We thought it was immobilized there for a second. Whiplash in the corner now, is afraid of Bite-Sized Trauma's weapon, throws it into the wall, it's trying to jam up that spinner so it doesn't get up to top speed and can't self-right, but Bite-Sized Trauma is not making that easy whatsoever. But Whiplash's spinner is definitely unbalanced right now. Bite-Sized ramming Whiplash into the wall. 10 seconds to go. Some good damage by Bite-Sized in the end. And it goes to the judges, which we have a split decision in. Judge Civilian Arc scored the battle for Whiplash. Judge Porinog scored the battle for Bite-Sized. And Judge Green scored the battle for Bite-Sized Trauma. So now Bite-Sized gets 1 point on the board for them, which adds up to 3. Apologies, as recording was a bit weird for Heat F, but let's get into it. First, Holy Diver versus Falcon. Holy Diver trying to get a hit on Falcon, gets flipped, but gets back on its side. Nice flip by Holy Diver. Holy Diver trying to get a good hit on Falcon. Ooh, and there it is. Holy Diver dominating, and there goes a wheel off of Falcon. Oh, and he flipped Falcon out of the arena. That was a kill shot right there for Holy Diver. Now Holy Diver just has to wait for Falcon to inevitably get counted out. Is it coming soon? Oh, it has been counted out. Next up, the 2018 rematch between Monsoon versus Minotaur. Both bots getting up to speed. Monsoon gets flipped. Minotaur looking to take advantage of that, but Monsoon flips itself back upright. Nice hit by Minotaur. Minotaur getting under so far, being very aggressive. Monsoon trying to take a piece or two off of Minotaur, but it's not working. Both bots have not done any damage. It's just been Monsoon getting flipped over a few times. But Minotaur is definitely being the more aggressive bot. Nice hit by Minotaur there. Big hits by Minotaur. Yeah, this is some good damage by Minotaur. Oh my god, but Monsoon takes a piece of Minotaur's drum off. Monsoon is starting to come back from the domination that Minotaur was giving Monsoon. But Monsoon is still getting controlled in this fight. Minotaur just pushing Monsoon everywhere. There's a piece off of Monsoon. Minotaur trying to get another good hit on Monsoon like it does right there, even with just half its drum. Are you kidding me? Keep an eye on that blade of Monsoon. It's a bit fragile, but it's still holding up nicely. But Minotaur is now flipped over, but now that it doesn't have all of its drum, there's no way it's going to self-right. It doesn't have enough power to gyro itself. So Monsoon could take full control of this fight. It just needs to land some good hits. Like that one. That was a beautiful shot by Monsoon. And another. And another as well. Monsoon taking advantage of Minotaur in the final minute of this fight. Minotaur trying to do something to Monsoon to even the score. But Monsoon is not letting Minotaur have a chance. Monsoon's still having some trouble, but I'd say is currently leading the scorecard right now. Let's see if Minotaur can do anything to change that. There's a good hit by Minotaur. Oh, and Minotaur takes a big piece of Monsoon off. That was a big chunk of the weapon that Minotaur just took off. In the final 10 seconds of this fight, which bot is going to leave the lasting impression on the judges? It is over. And we have a split decision. Judge Civilian Arc scored the battle for Minotaur. Judge Greenscore scored the battle for Monsoon. And Judge Porinog scored the battle for the winner, Monsoon. So Monsoon wins by a split decision. Next up, K2 versus Rev 4. Let's see which bot can do the more damage. Both bots spinning up. Rev 4 trying to land some good hits on K2. K2 trying to get under Rev 4 and throw him upwards. Both bots have not landed any good shots. Ooh, but there's a piece off of... I'm not that sure. I think it was off of K2, though. Both bots still just kind of dazed and confused right now, not knowing what to do. Ooh! There goes a fork off of K2, though, and a piece of the drum. This could be a major upset for Rev 4. Oh, but K2 takes a piece of the wheel off, but K2 has lost another fork. And Rev 4 has lost a piece of the weapon. This fight is getting very close right now. Rev 4 with only one wheel. K2 trying to take that other wheel off. Can it do it? K2 self-righting. Rev 4 needs to get to K2 before K2 gets to that wheel. K2 flipped over again, trying to gyro itself back upright. A minute 30 left for both bots to cross the judge. Ooh! K2 took another wheel off of Rev 4. That might be the decider. Can Rev 4 move enough to not get counted out? K2 trying to gyro itself to try and do more damage to Rev 4, but I don't think it's going to work. I think this is going to be a knockout for K2. Oh, but K2 trying to have some fun with Rev 4. He's not done playing with his food yet. K2 just can't get that good shot because of how K2's forks are gone, but I'd still say K2 is in the lead. But now with Rev 4 flipped over, K2 can just dominate this entire fight. Ooh! And a big shot there from K2. This fight is going to be all K2, but I don't think they're going to get a knockout here. I don't think they have enough time. And Rev 4 is just moving just enough to not get counted out, even without two wheels. Can K2 get an UDA maybe? That's K2's best shot, but I don't think it can. I think K2 is going to win another judge's decision, but this time it's going to be very, very one-sided. Another big shot by K2. I think we all know who won this decision. Next up, Polly versus Railgun Max. Both bots at 1-0, trying to get another win here. Both bots by unanimous decisions also, so let's see which bot can get that. Ooh! Railgun Max with a big shot on Polly. Polly, I think it's going to be stuck out of the arena, and Railgun Max is going to get an easy, easy victory. Polly getting counted out. Rev 4 going to win this by knockout. Good job by Railgun Max. Now the main event of Heat F, debatably the most destructive bot versus debatably the most durable bot. So Sig with some good shots on Duck. Both bots just kind of eyeing each other, trying to figure out what to do. So Sig with a big chunk, taking a big chunk of Duck off, throwing Duck into the corner, and oh my god, that was a control board KO. What a shot by Sig. It's going to get a control board KO victory, and I think it's going to earn itself another dramatic KO victory. Now it's time for Heat G, which starts with Gigabyte versus Rotator. Both bots spinning up. Rotator losing a piece of its fork. I mean, spinner. Why did I say fork? I don't know. Both bots still spinning. Gigabyte just eyeing Rotator. Rotator just spinning around. Rotating, if you will. Gigabyte just launches itself upwards for no reason whatsoever. Pops itself up again. Rotator kind of just chilling. He's vibing. Gigabyte now back upright. Taking Rotator. Kind of blocks all the shots with its self-righting weld. Big shot by Gigabyte there. Sends both bots flying. Another good shot. Big collisions by both bots. Ooh, Gigabyte takes a wheel off of Rotator. Oh, wait, no, a wheel's still on of Rotator. I think that was just like a tooth of Rotator on the spinner, but Rotator now trying to get to Gigabyte, but that's a swing and a miss right there. Rotator not taking advantage of Gigabyte, which is very, very weird. Rotator trying to get to Gigabyte, but it's not working. Oh, but now a wheel is off of Gigabyte. Rotator. There we go. Gigabyte in complete control of this fight. Rotator still spinning. There goes another wheel of Rotator. Rotator's just has to use his spinners to move now. Big shots by Gigabyte now. Rotator just spinning around. It's actually moving fairly well with just the spinners. I'm not gonna lie. Rotator kind of doing some Shatter movement there. Too bad Shatter isn't here this season. Adam Wrigley would be proud of you, Rotator. And I'm sure Gigabyte is just foaming at the mouth, but it's not taking advantage of any damage by Rotator. Rotator just stuck in the corner now. Gigabyte can't get a KO here. We're going to go to the judges, but this seems pretty one-sided. Next up, we have Gemini versus Splody Boy. Let's see which bot can take advantage. The red Gemini trying to get under Splody Boy. The black Gemini now attacking. Splody Boy getting under the black Gemini. Ooh, what a nice combo there. A piece came off of one of the robots. I'm not sure what, though. I think it might have been maybe a wheel of Splody Boy, but I'm not too sure, as Splody Boy does have two wheels on both sides, but I think both the wheels are on. Well, I spoke too soon. Big shot by Gemini. A good counter by Splody Boy, though. Gemini eyeing Splody Boy, taking another wheel off and popping Splody Boy up. Gemini doing some good control in this fight. A kind of cool tag team strategy they got going in. A big tooth of Splody Boy has came off. A big shot by Gemini. Gemini kind of controlling this fight. Ooh, and another wheel came off of Splody Boy. Gemini is in full control of this fight. Oh, Splody Boy has lost another wheel. It's got nothing. Gemini is going to win this. All they need to do is just not take any severe damage. This is Splody Boy's fight to lose and Gemini's fight to win. I think Splody Boy has lost another tooth because it has nothing left in it. So Splody Boy can't really do much. It's just like a yellow circle at this point. Kind of like Pac-Man with its mouth open. I mean, with its mouth closed. Just a yellow circle. Oh, but we crashed, but we go to the judges, and Gemini has won unanimously. Next up, we have Black Dragon versus Daisy Cutter. Black Dragon up to speed. Daisy Cutter just kind of scared right now. I'd be scared too. Daisy Cutter, don't you worry. You just gotta get in there and do some damage to him. I know it's scary, but you gotta do something, Daisy Cutter. Daisy Cutter getting flown upside down. That's not what I meant, Daisy Cutter. But Black Dragon now doing some damage. Nice shots from Black Dragon. Being very patient in this fight. Just waiting for Daisy Cutter to just move around a bit. Not being too aggressive, Black Dragon, but Black Dragon doesn't need to. And it's flipped Daisy Cutter out of the arena. What a shot. Now we go into the Hammerbot versus the Multibot team. Jester and Weewoo. The red bot over there, with the spinner, trying to get under Jester like it is, and Woo, the blue spinner with a claw, or grabber, or whatever it is, crusher, I don't know. Jester landing some good hammer shots, but now Woo is in control of this fight, and we can take advantage. Nice shot by Jester. We trying to help Woo self-right. Nice shot by Wee Wee. Ooh, and a great combo by Wee Woo. as we hit Jester and Wu, and Jester flew into Wu's mouth. What great teamwork by Wee Wu there. Wee Wu has some good aggression in this fight. Both bots trying to get some good hits in. Jester needs to gain some distance, try and get that hammer to land a shot. Jester trying to get under Wee Wu. And it does so right there. Big hammer shots by Jester. Jester is in complete control of this fight as of right now. 1:30 to go for Wee Wu to do something. Wu is flipped over. Wee needs to help Wu. But Jester isn't having it. He's scooping both the bots up. Jester does not want Wee to help Wu up like it is right now. Wee just getting mega controlled right now, and Jester doing some big damage to Wu. Wee trying to help Wu out. Ooh, and it does. Wu trying to get to Jester. Ooh, but Jester chomping down, getting chomped down by Wu. Wee getting under him. Some great teamwork in the final 60 seconds of this fight by Wee Wu. Wu getting under once again. Ooh, and takes a wheel off in the process. What a shot by Wee Wu. I can't believe it. Wee gets glitched out of the arena, but it's not going to matter. This fight will more than definitely go to the distance anyway. And Jester ain't going to do anything. I think that was a real decider for Wee Wu. This fight is going to go to the judges, and Jester ends up out of the arena as well. The winner unanimously is Wee Wu. Now, two of the most destructive bots in the field look to go at it. The Apprentice and Tombstone. Can the Apprentice take out the Master? Ooh, it does! It took off a wheel of Tombstone. Good shots by the Apprentice right now. But we have crashed and we restart the fight. Now we resume. But both bots have now been undamaged. The Apprentice trying to take a shot at Tombstone. There, another wheel once again has come off of Tombstone. Now Tombstone is not going to do much in this fight. The Tombstone kind of just spinning out of control. And there goes the other wheel of Tombstone. But we've crashed again. We're going to try one more time. And the Apprentice just snipes a wheel off of Tombstone. Tombstone just drowning in the Apprentice's spinner right now. The Apprentice is just doing all the damage to Tombstone. Big shot by the Apprentice. And another. And the wheel has come off of Tombstone. Now, all Tombstone can do is just... What the heck? What the heck, Tombstone? Big shot by the Apprentice. Tombstone on control board. You could see the electric stuff going through Tombstone. And there it is. The Apprentice wins by control board. We start with Heat H with Copperhead versus Uppercut. Let's see which bot wins. Uppercut getting some good hits on Copperhead. Great hits on Copperhead. Uppercut just making Copperhead drown right now. Has Copperhead in the corner. Copperhead needs to gyro himself upright. Uppercut staring at Copperhead, trying to take him out. Copperhead kind of stuck on the wall here. Big shots by Copperhead. Uppercut has lost a piece of its frame. Uh-oh, but Copperhead is out of the arena now, and I don't think it's going to get out. This is going to be an Uda KO for Uppercut. Next up, we have Axe Backwards versus Jasper. Both bots green. Axe Backwards spinning on its side like it usually is in RA2. Jasper trying to look for a hammer shot to get on Axe Backwards. Jasper kind of just chomping on Axe Backwards. Axe Backwards kind of just on its side. Jasper trying to get a hit on Axe Backwards, not really working. God, this fight is so boring already. 2 minutes, only 1 minute in, and we can tell this is going to be the most boring fight ever. Alright, well, I'm going to take a nap, guys. I'll see you guys when these two are done fighting. Well, I wouldn't really call this fighting, but whatever. A piece came off of Jasper. It looks like, yeah, a piece off of Jasper. There's some damage. Good. That's some damage Axe Backwards did. Can we end this fight now, please? Pretty please. Oh my God, when will this fight end? Why did I put these two bots in the same heat? Can someone please bring me up to speed on why I did that? I'd love just some context on why I did this to myself. Well, guys, I don't even know what to say anymore. This fight is so extremely boring. Ooh, Jasper flipped backwards out of the arena. Axe Backwards, don't get out. Just let the fight, and Jesus, please just die, one of you two. I don't even care who. I just want one of you two to finally get knocked out so this fight can end. Please let this fight end. Please end fight, please. I beg of you. End already. 20 minutes left, but it feels like I've been here for 20 hours. And I said 20 minutes instead of seconds, didn't I? That's how long it feels. I actually accidentally said minutes instead of seconds, because that's how long this feels. Oh my God, it's finally over, and we have a split decision. Judge Civilian scores the battle for Axe Backwards. Judge Green Square scores the battle for Jasper. And Judge Porinog scored the battle for no one, aka Jasper. Next up, the Conscious versus Battlesaw fight. Battlesaw looking hot after a somewhat controversial win against Copperhead, but that's not the point anymore. Battlesaw spinning up, Unconscious getting a bite on Battlesaw. Battlesaw kind of just spinning weirdly out of control. I'm guessing Battlesaw is having some drive trouble. Unconscious getting a bite on Battlesaw once again. Nice bites by Unconscious here. Battlesaw needs to get away, though. Needs to get up to speed. Unconscious trying to bite down on Battlesaw. Try and probably bite a wheel off. But I don't think it's going to have enough power to do that. A minute in, and we are already leagues better than Axe Backwards versus Jasper. And this hasn't even probably reached our top 30 best Annihilation fights yet. So that just tells you how bad Jasper versus Axe Backwards was. Everyone, spam F in the chat for how bad Axe Backwards versus Jasper was. Unconscious getting a good bite on Battlesaw. Battlesaw's stuck in the corner. Needs to get out of there. Needs to show that it has controlled movement, but Unconscious is not letting that happen. Battlesaw is stopping its spinner for a bit just to show that it does indeed have controlled movement. Battlesaw just a very difficult bot to drive an RA to. Definitely not looking as good as when it did against Copperhead. Battlesaw trying to get some good damage, but Unconscious just leading in without wedge, and it's not doing a thing to it. Unconscious with another few great bites, and another. We are just seeing absolute domination on Unconscious's part. 30 seconds in, but I think this is going to go to the judges, but it looks kind of clear-cut. I think the tip of Unconscious's beak has been taken off, but I don't think it's going to matter all that much. Unconscious has just been on top of Battlesaw the entire time. Nice bites by Unconscious. This fight is going to go to the judges, but this is a pretty easy decision. Next up, Cobalt versus Lockjaw. Cobalt with a whiff on the box rush. Lockjaw trying to take advantage but having some drive problems. Cobalt getting under Lockjaw. Ooh, and a big shot by Cobalt. Cobalt has already taken 2 wheels off of Lockjaw and another. Only 1 wheel remains. Will Cobalt take it off? Take it off. Take it off. Big shots by Cobalt already. This fight started to go Lockjaw's way, but Cobalt has just said, "Nah, I don't think so, Lockjaw." Cobalt staring at Lockjaw. Can Lockjaw get itself under Cobalt? Maybe get a lucky hit in. Lockjaw needs a miracle, and oh my god, Cobalt got a control board KO. Very, very nice. Finally, for our final fight, we have Yeti versus P1. Let the bot battle commence. The main event, as I may add. P1 getting good flip on Yeti. Yeti trying to get under P1. But it can, and now it's out of the arena, and I think Yeti is going to get counted out here. P1 doing a victory dance. Ooh, Yeti moving though. Can it get out of there? No, it's stuck on its side. I think this is going to be a KO for P1. Nice job by P1. Well, there were sure some great fights in here, but before we end the episode, let's take a look at the Annihilation rankings of each heat of Battlebots Annihilation. Now at the top of Heat A, we have Hydra. Following that, we have 2 bots tied for second, one with Bronco and Deep Six. Tuberg 2 Furious is in third with 3 points. Deathroll, Nelly, Ribot, and Scorpios are all tied with 2. And at the bottom of the heat, Bombshell and Shellshock. With Heat B, Rust in Pieces is currently in the lead with 6 points. Quantum is right behind them with 5. Witch Doctor and Gear Down are and Hello There and YO and Warhawk are all kind of battling for that 3rd place spot and trying to keep their place in the postseason alive. At the bottom of the heat, we have Ragnarok, Snappy, and Texas Twister. For Heat C, the top dog of Heat C is easily Bite Force with 9 points. But there are still some bots in contention against Bite Force, such as Annie Are You Okay, Catalyst, and Endgame. Crossblow, Huge, and Sir Lancelfrog are all tied in the middle of the heat. Icewave is in 8th place with only 1 point, and the bottom of the heat we have Kronos and Lucky. For Heat D, Hypershock is easily in the lead with 9 points. Daedalus following with 5. Bourbon and Odyssey are both tied with 4. Drizzle Drizzle is in 6th with 2, and Breaker Box is in 5th with 3. I'm going to have to change those around. Thunderchild is tied with Breaker Box with 3 as well, and in the bottom of the heat, Foxtrot, Kingpin, and Mammoth. Heat E is all looking very close, with Gruff, Sawblaze, and Whiplash all tied for first with 4 points. Following that, Bite-Sized and Electric Ray, as well as Hold My Beer and Valkyrie. Bottom of the heat, Kraken, Sharks the Trakian, and Wide Boy. Heat F, we have the Mad Bot itself, Sosig, on top with 16 points. It's pretty much already in the postseason, no matter what. Even if it loses its next 7 fights, which I don't think it will. But so it's all a fight for second, and the fight is close. Railgun Max is in second with 5th. Following that is tied for 3rd, Duck and Holy Diver. K2 and Polly are in 5th and 6th. Monsoon is in 7th. And at the bottom of the heat, we have Falcon, Minotaur, and Rev 4. Heat G has the Apprentice in the lead with 10 points. Black Dragon and Weewoo tied for 2nd with 6 points. Tombstone in 4th with 5. Gemini, Gigabyte, and Jester all tied for 5th with 2 points. Daisy Cutter, Rotator, and Splody Boy are at the bottom of Heat G. Heat H is basically just a fight for first place, as P1 and Cobalt are both tied for at first with 7 points. But Cobalt, Yeti, and Unconscious are tied in 3rd tied for 4th, because Uppercut should be 3rd with 4 points. But Lockjaw, Yeti, and Unconscious are all tied for 2. Jasper and Battlesaw are in 7th with 1. And at the bottom of the heat, Axe Backwards and Copperhead. So everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see all of you next time.